What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Crash Course Metal Show. Today we got with us our buddy Ryan VK. What's going on, brother?
Hey man, good to be back. Awesome. Looking forward to this thing. Appreciate you having me.
Of course, and we're doing something a little different than the casino or the Wheel of Hair, if you will, which we will be doing that later, but we wanted to branch out just a little bit here. Okay, so what gave me this idea was Hair Basement Brian does a mixtape for each year
Yeah.
for all of hair metal. And I thought, you know what? No one really talks about power ballads or ballads that much. And I know you're a big fan of ballads, and so am I. So I thought
Yeah.
this is perfect. Let's do a 1991 we're doing today, and
Yeah.
you were all on board. So perfect.
Oh, absolutely. Many to choose from, dude.
I know, and that's the thing. So like this is obviously our first episode here for 1991, and we have plenty of others here on the side that just didn't make the first video. And
Yeah.
so we have 10 each here, and mine aren't necessarily ranked in any particular order because all these are like fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
I cannot really say, oh, my number 10 is, can be, no, they switch every day. So
I know.
I'm
I
just
know.
gonna give you 10 and you guys can run with it. So there's that. But
Yeah.
Ryan, my man, you wanna kick us off with your first one?
Yeah, I'd love to, man.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So number 10, again, kind of like you. It's like any of these could be in any order. Like they could this is kind of like my number 10 and my number one's definitely my number one, but any in between. So anyway, my number 10 is the infamous band South Gang doing
Mm.
Love Ain't Enough off of Tainted Angel.
Ooh.
Oh, what an
Okay.
album. Such a good album, dude. Big budget stuff, big budget video for Tainted Angel. Like they had some momentum, brilliant songwriters, great musicians, good looking band. They got songs like Shoot Me Down into Russian Roulette. Oh, love that thing.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
yes.
the other ballad was Aim for the Heart, and I definitely favor Love Ain't Enough. Aim for the Heart starts off a little odd, like almost sounds like he's out of key or something like that, but he's not, obviously.
Hmm.
But anyway, Love Ain't Enough, South Gang, Tainted Angel, absolutely killer album.
That, yes, on all that. But I think I was literally thinking about the other ballad, Aim for the
Yeah,
Heart. I
yeah,
thought about putting that on, but I was like, you know what? I think because some of these, I had like five other ones here that I wanted to choose,
yeah.
and it wasn't on streaming. And I was
Right,
like,
exactly.
that bothered the hell out of me. So
I know.
that put me in a bad mood right from the start. And I was like, I was throwing shit. But
I
no,
know.
so I picked up all of these are on streaming for me except one. So
Okay.
now is it on streamer for you, the South Gang?
It is not. It's only
Okay.
like obviously like you, I have the CDs, but
Right.
how often are we cranking CDs these days?
I know.
It's just so inconvenient. Uh, and but yeah, if you want to crank this album, it's got to be freaking YouTube or your CD. So whatever.
Right, right. Okay, so yeah, Aim for the Heart. I probably do gravitate to that more so than Love Ain't Enough. But yes,
Good.
this
Yeah.
this is a good album. Boys Night Out's an awesome song as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Now, I seen something a buddy of mine. Now he's a little young, like he's probably like 5, 10 years younger than me, and he loves all this stuff. And I seen him post yesterday that the second album from South
Mhm.
Gang is a top 5 album for him. That just blew my mind when I seen that. Like,
Dude, people love that album. Is it Group Therapy? That's the one,
yes.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I own it on CD, and by no means have I mastered it like I have this one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I know this one through and through, and that one I like it. I think it's good, but I really need to get more into it.
I know. I agree with you because the debut is where I go all the time. But
Mhm.
I picked up group therapy about a year or two ago, and there's good stuff on it, but it's just not as much as I was hoping that it would be awesome as far as like 1992, 3-ish area. It just there were some duds on there, but maybe I just need
Mhm.
to revisit it again,
Yeah,
So,
yeah, totally.
but it's still within the realm of what we like. It's not like they totally went out in left field and did something grunge or anything like that. So,
Yeah, yeah,
all right, so that's a good first choice there.
yeah.
But okay, so my first one here, I'm gonna put it first and get it out of the way because this is technically not a power ballad or even hair metal. So, but it's obviously in 91. So this is 1991, and it is going to be Temple of the Dog's final track on their only album, really, and that is All Night Thing. Now,
Damn.
everyone obviously knows Chris Cornell and such that are in this band, but this song got, I guess, fame from the Wayne's World soundtrack, and that's how I even knew about it
Oh,
growing
really?
up. So if you remember in the movie when Cassandra, Wayne, and Garth go to Rob Lowe's like high
Yeah.
loft apartment,
Yeah.
when they show that like right at the beginning of that scene, it's this song. Like it's
Oh,
nice and mellow, real ballady, like, and it's just Chris really sings it awesomely. Chris is a great singer, but yes, now this, it's weird that I'm talking about this album because I got my tough fuck grunge
yeah.
shirt on. But I mean, the album's fine, whatever. But like this, I just had to talk about this song and this ballad because I absolutely loved it. Easily the best song on the album for me. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I don't know where else I'm going to talk about this song other than here in 1991 as far as a ballad goes. So I absolutely love it. It's just acoustic type deal, very soft drums, and Chris Cornell taking over pretty much the whole song. And it's a beautiful song, and Wayne's World's on it, so like that's awesome as well. So
Dude, I know that movie so well. I'm trying to picture it, and I can't picture it. I can't wait to listen to it and then be like, oh yeah, that one. So
yeah.
wait, Chris Cornell,
Hmm.
wasn't he the Soundgarden singer? Or am I tripping?
Yes, yeah.
So he went Temple the Dog to.
So yes, this is, if I am not mistaken, this was the band before Soundgarden. So they only
Oh,
had one album, and this is
okay.
also with Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam as well. So they had both the singers here on this
What?
album, and it was an actual band. And then I forget what the issue was, like why they broke up or what the deal might have been. Yeah, so it's one of those songs that just throws in with the Wayne's World deal. Like I'm a big fan of Wayne's World, so
Oh,
yes,
me
that
too.
whole soundtrack, obviously. Actually, strangely enough, I do have it right here.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
So yes, that absolutely love it. And it's a great soundtrack as well. Because where else are you gonna get like cold chills from Kicks on a soundtrack? Like what the
I
fuck?
know.
Like,
I know.
uh,
And my favorite Cinderella song of all time.
that's a very good point. That's a very good song. I agree. That's yes, that I agree with you. Probably top five for me as well.
Yeah, good.
Good stuff. So yeah, that's my piece on Temple of a Dog. Even though I don't know that much about him, but I do know
Yeah.
this album,
There you
and
go.
it's a great song. So great
Perfect.
ballad.
Awesome, dude. Yeah.
All right, brother, give us your next one.
Okay. Again, this is the great supergroup Shadow King doing
Mm. Mm.
Don't Even Know I'm Alive off their self-titled album, their only album. There should have been freaking 20 times platinum album.
Yeah.
But Def Leppard came calling, Foreigner came calling, and they went, see ya, which I don't blame them. So, but I love Shadow King. And actually in kind of like refreshing myself on it, there's a Shadow King song that I haven't been able to listen to yet. It's on the Highlander 2 soundtrack, and it just
Mm.
says it's Lou Gramm, but it's really Shadow King.
Okay.
So after this, I'm gonna look it up and see how it is because, dude, I want everything Shadow King, and I know there's some bonus songs out there and some demos out there that aren't released, but yeah, man, this album is so great, and this ballad is very killer.
Yeah, I really like that out. That always surprised me because like I didn't even know, like I don't listen to Foreign or anything, never got
Mhm.
into him or whatever or Lou Gramm. So like I got into Shadow King just based on 1991, this band looks cool. What that's cool, So
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I went back and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that was a Foreigner guy. So
yeah,
that's a nice little side perk then, I guess, if you will. But
totally.
good song, good album. Like the only the is there like a couple more ballads on that album as well? Like, would you consider Boy or
Yeah,
Russia
yeah,
kind of like
those two
okay,
are the ones that I was actually like. I think Boy got a little bit too much. I was like, this isn't really bad, but Russia was, or
okay,
whatever it is, like that one. I was like, I think this is good, obviously, but it's not as good as that
okay?
chorus last one.
Yeah,
But I
it's
really, I love the Lou Gramm solo album, Long Hard Look from '89, I think, and I
okay.
think Vivian contributed to that as well. So maybe that's how this whole thing
Really
got
okay.
started.
All right, yeah, I'm not familiar with that album then, but
Oh, it's great. It's got like one. rocker, and the rest are just straight pop and a lot of ballads.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Is that on streaming? Do you know?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will certainly dig into that one there. But yeah, Shadow King, everyone check that shit out. No matter
Totally.
what song it is, check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. So my next pick would be from a little band called Outlaw Blood here.
Oh yeah.
Great album cover there.
Oh, it's so killer.
I literally found it on eBay randomly and I'm like, I love this album cover, so I'm just gonna pick it up. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I did.
Exactly.
But as far as the song goes, and it's called Every Day I Die.
Okay.
Greatness. I could have probably chose Slave to Love as well. I don't know if that's like in that middle ground. Like I like that song. I like Slave to Love better, but it's more on a slow blues song, kind of, if you will. Compared to Every Day I Die, it feels like the more natural ballad here. But man, just it has that sleaziness, has like I said, bluesiness to it as well. Not overly powerful like Graveyard Train or anything like that as far as blues sleaziness, but right up that alley though. Just a
What
great,
is what's the Paul Shortino connection with this record? I know there's something. Did he
really.
produce it? Did he
Okay,
produce it or something?
no, because Jeff Paris
Oh, love
is the
Jeff Paris.
producer. I'm not sure. That's actually the first time I heard anything from Paul as far as
Okay.
you telling
Because
me about this.
I stumbled upon this in doing research for this
Okay.
episode, and I was like, okay, what kind of killer shit from '91 am I missing? And I was like, oh yeah, Outlaw Blood, which I need to get way more familiar with. I have it, but
Okay.
I put it away in my CDs in storage a long time ago,
Hmm.
and I totally forgot about it. So when I was doing research, I was like, "Oh fuck, I remember that out like the cover, like you were saying, is so killer." And I was also researching anything Paul Shortino from this era because there's a band called Bad Boys that he formed, and I don't know what year that was. And I was like, "Oh, I gotta throw this Bad Boys song on here that I love." And
Okay.
Outlaw Blood came up with some weird Shortino connection. I could be totally off, but anyway.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because like there's not a whole lot on this band just to begin with.
Oh no, not at all.
So yeah. I mean, I guess technically you could say Last Act could be a ballad, but I don't know. There are ballady spots in that, but they wouldn't put a ballad back to back. It's back to back on the album. So like this here is more Every Day I Die, I feel is more like the ballad on this album if I
Okay.
had to choose, which is nothing really like sappy though either.
Right.
It
Right.
has edge to it. So, and this is one that is not on streaming. So this is
Okay.
the one pick here of mine that is not on streaming. So yeah, Outlaw Blood. Whenever I get a chance to talk about them, I will because it's just a great album. And well, maybe not great album, but just one that is criminally overlooked, I would say.
Yeah,
So
totally.
just
Got it.
use the different terminology here.
The flesh is weak. Well, baby, mine got a weaker.
All right, brother, what's your next one?
Kane Roberts. Oh,
Hmm.
love Kane Roberts albums. So, does anybody really fall in love anymore?
Mm-hmm.
So, technically, I have a Cher song on here, but technically, it's a John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora song because they wrote it.
Mm.
So, Cher recorded it in like 88 or 9,
Okay.
and then Kane Roberts released it on Saints and Sinners. But
Yes.
this is legitimately one of my favorite albums of all time. The Saints and Sinners
Really?
record. Oh, every song is huge. Like, I included it on a 80s glam metal cast soundtrack or a top 10 list one time. And I was like, okay, what song am I going to talk about? And I was like playing them in my head as I was going down the tracks. And I was like, dude, they're all the only thing I could say is to like the novice or like the first time listener, you'd be like, did I just hear the same song 12 times? Because all of them are huge, huge. But
Mhm.
obviously, if you dig into it as much as I have, you always want it, Fighter, Too Far Gone. Those three, I'm like amazing. So I love this album, and I actually really do like this ballad.
That it is a good song. To me, I would say that. What's the lead off track on that album?
Is it Twit? It's either Twisted or Wild Nights. I think it's Wild
Yes,
Nights. Yeah.
Wild Nights. I always remember that one for some reason. I enjoy that song a lot.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Now are you? Because like when Jay was on here, that King Roberts album came up.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
do you are you familiar with any of the other Kane Roberts
Yeah.
albums?
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? As
Saints and Sinners is definitely my favorite.
okay, all
I
right.
like the debut. And then he did Phoenix Down in like the late 90s, which is a totally separate band, but like right in this vein.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did Unsung Radio, which is like a bunch of demos and Phoenix Down stuff. But there's a scene in that movie, Rockstar, where Mark Wahlberg gets back in the studio after the guys are like kind of over him and he's kind of over the band. And he starts like rapping. Remember that part? And he's like fucking
Yeah.
around. Like,
Okay.
what are you doing? What are you doing? And when it kicks back in and he does it the right way, it's the first Kane Roberts song on Unsung Radio called Reckless. And I
Okay.
always, before I knew that, I was always like, that's a killer song. Like, what is this? And then, like, 20 years later, I hear Unsung Radio and I'm like, there it is. Crazy,
Oh, shit.
but yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. All right. I'll have to look into that song now. So like, because the only King Roberts stuff I have is Saints and Sinners. That's the only album I
Okay.
have of his. So
Yeah.
and it's good. So I'm with you. And it's a good ballad. Everyone that does know this album does always point to that song. Like that song should have been bigger, but obviously we're in 1991, so everyone
Yeah.
just can
Yeah.
fuck off pretty much. But yeah, it's
Totally.
a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm with you. That's a good song. All right, so I guess my next one here, we are going to be going to Taikedo's debut album, and that is going to be Standing Alone as the
Mhm.
ballad here. Amazing. I don't know what else to tell you other than amazing ballad. Very, very good album. Does make my top 50 albums of hair metal. I just great little intro to the song, and then Danny comes in with that acoustic guitar. It's just powerful chorus, like it just makes you feel like you are standing alone, but you got the power of Danny's voice making you run through a wall, so you're not alone anymore. Or you are alone running through that wall. I don't know which one you want to do, but yes, it's a great album. But like great song though too, great ballad. I don't know how. Well, here we are. I'm gonna say that probably about every song here. I don't know how it didn't hit, but
Yeah.
1991, yes.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame because there was, like we always say, after 1990 to like 93, 94, there was so much maturity, darker stuff. I don't want to say anti-ballad, but there was elements and songs like that,
Yeah.
which we will probably talk about here later in this list. But I think it just added more to just that power ballad because I can't always get into power ballads. Like, no one wants to hear fucking When the Children Cry anymore or Save the Weak or Every Rose Has a Thorn or, shit like that.
Mhm.
And now they're bigger and badder than ever. It's Monster Ballads Platinum Edition, the 32 hugest power ballad hits of all time on 2 unbelievable CDs.
Are you kidding? No, I'm not doing that.
As great as it is, as good as those songs are, it's like, guys, there's thousands of other ballads here, and you're playing the same 20 of them here. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, don't kick me off the channel, but
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
I can't get into Taikedo.
Why do you disappoint me? Second by second, you waste my time.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why. Oh, actually, I kind of do know why. I think it's the singer. I think it's Danny Vaughn.
Not
But
a
it's
fan.
weird. It's so weird because I love the Wasted album that he sings on. I think he sounds killer.
Okay.
And I know he's a good singer. The musicianship is amazing. There's a little bit of like, not honky tonk, but there's just like a little bit of like rhythm and blues element to this album at times, and I'm like, ugh. But like the first song, what's the first song called?
Forever Young.
Yeah, like, dude, that kick in, I was like, okay, I'm obviously gonna love this. And then he starts singing, and I was like, what? So then being on the Guru channel, he loves Taikedo, and he had Danny Vaughn on, and he's such a nice guy, and he was cool, and it just feels like I should love this dude and this record. So I went back to it and I was like, okay, I'm feeling it a little bit more. So I think it's going to be one of those where like maybe in 5 years I'll be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
There you
let
go.
it work on you a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Now, the honky tonk, when you said honky tonk, the first thing I thought of on this album that would even remind me of that would be Lay Your Body Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That song, like, that's actually probably the first Taikedo song I ever heard, to be completely honest with you. and I liked it, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but that is like when you said honky tonk, I'm like, that's probably what you're thinking of right there. That's why it gave you that feel. So,
Yeah, totally.
but yeah, man, yeah, Taiketo, like I said, I dig it. I dig it a lot. But yeah, great ballad though. So, yeah. Please, Ryan, tell us your next one.
Okay, here's one that I cannot believe you didn't have, but it is XYZ.
I knew you were good. I know.
When I Find Love.
Hey, now you're speaking my language here. I knew you wasn't gay.
And it's off Hungry, obviously.
Yep.
Vocals, vocals, vocals. Holy moly, they're impressive on this thing. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm so distracted by the rockers on this album.
Yeah.
And I love this album so much. It's a straight up 11 out of 10 that I kind of forgot about this ballad. I have never ignored it. I've always loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of forgot because I'm like, obviously Face Down in the Gutter. It's the single, it's the first video, and I love it. Don't Say No and Feels Good are like my two favorite like blueprints for melodic rock. And then there's shit like Off to the Sun and
H
The
H
Sun Also
Boogie.
Rises in Hell, H Boogie, like Whiskey on a Heartache. And I'm just like, I don't need the ballad right now because I'm just like so pumped over these rockers. And I went back to this in thinking like I'm obviously going to include XYZ in this list, and I was like, oh my god, his voice, dude, it's fucking amazing. So anyway, love the song.
No, I obviously you know that I'm a big, very big XYZ fan as well.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
knew you were gonna pick it, and I'm like, but at this on the same token though, I don't go to XYZ for their ballads. Like
I know.
this is their best ballad. I agree
Yes,
100% with you.
yes.
This is their best. Like, but the ballads on the debut, they're good. But I am not running out to listen to those ballads when I got the debut in front of me.
I
Same
know.
point. Like everything else is great, and not that they're bad. Like I'll listen to any of the XYZ ballads over any of the power ballads, monster ballads, platinum
Yeah,
seed,
yeah,
whatever. Yes,
totally.
100%. But
Yeah.
at the same time, when we're comparing the whole year, like okay, XYZ, you're gonna take a step back just a little bit here, but everything else you're up front for 1991. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm with you. Great ballad though, great vocals. Terry's an amazing vocalist. Still sounds amazing today live. Like
yes.
there ain't no backing tracks with that song, bitch.
Dude,
Ooh,
no, I just saw a video of him singing Just Got Lucky with George Lynch.
hmm
I'm like, what is this? Is he the new Lynch Mob singer, or were they just fucking around? Like, I don't know. But
Well, I
it was
know the
amazing.
last couple years because when I seen Terry and XYZ, it was with AON, the young band, with Brett, the new singer, or I guess not new anymore, but the young singer with Great White now.
Oh,
That's his original band, AON, All or Nothing. And then Terry was with him as XYZ. And then George Lynch was the headliner, you know.
got it.
So
Okay.
it was like a bill of three bands. And it was a really good show and Terry
Oh,
sounded great. And because he came out with George and sang some like Doc and stuff or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was really cool and Terry still sounds amazing. Because I don't want to throw no other band's name out there, but I know you probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, Terry's used no backing vocals, 100%, and that just made it all the more awesome.
But I can't forget when I find love.
So my next one is going to be from a band that you probably wouldn't think of. Actually, this might really be their only ballad, I guess, and that is going to be Junkyard, Slipping
Oh,
Away. Great emotional ballad. Like how people talk about Forever Free from Loss. Very emotional ballad. I don't even like what are the other ones. I mean, a lot of ballads really pull the emotional strings, the heartstrings. But this one though, long summer days, cold, and just like and people just growing apart, you know. And the best way I could kind of describe this song is a little bit like what Dangerous Toys did on Hellacious Acres with Best of Friends. It's a
mhm.
little bit in that. It's pretty much in that same vein, but I totally go to Slipping Away before Best of Friends. Now, Best of Friends is good. No, I'm not taking nothing away from it, but it's in that same mature type thing. Hey, we're growing up, we're growing apart. You know, no hate. I would say. Yeah, it's not like a love sappy ballad either. It's not an anti-ballad, but it's the beauty of what we were getting here in 1991 and in the early 90s here from hair metal.
Mhm.
That's a perfect example of what, that I try to define as far as early 90s ballads from hair metal. So, beautiful
Nice.
stuff. Are you familiar with that song?
I am. It's been a while though.
Okay.
I have their stuff, and I'm like, as you're talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I remember this one now because it had a little. They're always like a southern rock
Hmm.
glam band to me, which
Yeah.
I like. I was always a fan of that first CD, especially. So this one I bought, and I was probably more into the first one than this one.
Hmm.
So, but I recall the song, but I'm gonna have to refresh.
Okay. Now, let
Yeah.
me, because I always gravitate towards this album over the debut.
Mm,
Not,
okay.
not that it's bad at all, but the debut. Can you tell me off the top of your head? Is there a ballad really? Like, could
I
you
don't
say
know.
"Hands Off" maybe would be a ballad? But
Shit, man.
to me that's
I
just a
can't
bluesy
I can't
song.
remember. I can't
Yeah,
remember at this
I'm
point.
with you. I'm with you because like I try to think about this without actually going diving into the debut
Yeah. Yeah.
again, and I'm like I don't really remember. Like you could throw those slow bluesy songs if you want to count them as ballads, like "Hands Off" or whatever. But overall, nothing like "Slipping Away," you know.
Right.
So that is where I'm going to put "Slipping Away" here. One of the best ballads of 1991. So, my man,
Yeah.
give us your next one.
The highly underrated Harem Scarum. And
Mm.
it is, I don't know about underrated or just unknown. Because they're
Both can be
freaking,
true. Both can be true.
I don't think anybody would rate them poorly. So more, maybe more unknown. But I chose Honestly off obviously the self-titled album. I'd say my favorite song on the album is Love Reaction. That's my choice
Ooh,
Harem Scarum song.
okay.
Obviously, that's not a ballad. But Mood Swings is the next masterpiece from '93 by Harem Scarum. And those two albums are, you could play both of them all the way through and never get a dud. I mean, they're amazing. And I'm totally guilty of being the guy that knows Harem has released a series of great albums,
Hmm.
but they're from the off years. And I should
Okay.
know by now to still give them a chance from the 90s and 2000s. But I'm like, dude, I got an offering from 91 and 93. And then I got the demo albums, they whatever the Lost Years, whatever it's called. I can't
Okay.
remember what it's called. But it's like a pre self-titled. And there's dude, that thing is chock full of gems too. So those first three, if you want to call it, Harem Scarum albums are so killer. And the guy's voice is so amazing. The guitar work is so amazing. And the drummer is
Mhm.
the singer for Red Dragon Cartel, and he's got an amazing voice. And
That's right.
I
Yeah.
mean, the
Yeah.
guy can sing. So it's like, that quality of playing drums and singing is just like otherworldly talent. So
Mhm.
anyway, Harem, they should be talked about with frickin' warrant.
Okay. All right. Canada's own Harem Scarum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I sadly I do not own anything from Harem Scarum. It's that shit was always hard to find for me,
Hmm.
and not that I never wanted it, but I always knew the song slowly slipping away, and
Yeah.
I was gonna put that on my list here. And that's an amazing song. But honestly, though, since I picked up streaming now, uh, I was able to finally listen to this album in full. And
Yeah.
honestly, it is a damn good ballad as well. I don't know really which one you could really. I don't know if I could really choose one,
Right.
but God, yeah, it is amazing ballads on that album. But I do need to check out the 1993 release because I don't know
Oh,
that I haven't listened to it yet. So
yeah. It's like, I guess you call it a little bit more mature. Like you're not gonna get a love reaction on that album, but you're gonna get like, I think they're a four-piece band and they sound like a 24-piece band. Like just out of control sound these guys produce. It's every position, pure talent.
yeah. 24-piece bucket of chicken. We're not putting an order in here, Ryan, all right? We're
I am
but,
kind of hungry.
okay. But no, even the new album, Chasing Euphoria, was pretty good. I mean, obviously nothing like the debut or anything like that, but like there was side A was pretty strong. I will
Cool.
admit, it was a pretty good. I was impressed with it.
You,
So
you know what you said about streaming was interesting with them because I believe they did the classic, which I don't really care for, but these guys kind of pulled it off because they still sound great. They re-recorded Mood Swings and released it like in the last, I don't know, 10 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's about there, but it ain't 93 there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Okay. And I'm just not a fan, usually 99% of the time, of a band re-recording an album or songs, unless it's like Badlands. You can literally, you'll go to jail if you reissue that. So like then I can understand if Jakey Lee wants to reimagine or redo
yeah,
or any of the Badlands stuff. Then
yeah,
I get it. But like, you just want to do something just to put something out. No, thank you.
exactly.
I'm not here for that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that's a good choice. Because very good ballads on that album, the Harem
yeah.
Scarum album. All right, so my next one here is going to be from Skid Row, from Slave to the Grind, and that is going to be In a Darkened Room.
Okay.
The fucking guitar tone, the guitar work is amazing. That alone, I don't need Sebastian to sing at all in that song. Now,
Wow.
he sounds great. No, don't get me. He
Yeah.
sounds great on that
Yeah.
song. But I am here for the first 5 seconds when you hear that guitar. You're like, God damn!
Oh yeah.
What am I doing here with this album? Because I might need to put this on repeat. This is absolutely amazing guitar, and then obviously Sebastian Bach sounds good. He's in his prime here. Sounds really good on this ballad. It's just a beautiful, like, dark ballad. Here we go again with the points of what we're saying of these ballads are very emotional, very not lovey.
Right.
Not lovey-dovey shit.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Now there's always a time and a place for the lovey-dovey shit.
Mhm.
But there's a point where we all mature past 18 years old and love this darker stuff, more emotional stuff in a darkened room. Like this song is about what you're thinking it is, and it's like
Totally.
fuck, it very, even like what's the other one? Not Quicksand Jesus. What's the Wasting Time or Wasted Time to
Wasted
finish
Time.
off this album. I could have even put that on here on
Yeah.
this list because that's a close second to In a Darkened Room. But
Yeah.
even that, man, like, is really, really good. So I think the ballads are very strong on Slave to the Grind here.
It's dark, it's deep, it's different, it's talented. Like there's nothing wrong with this album or this song.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, do any of these ballads on Slave to the Grind beat any of the ballads on the debut for you?
No, just because I'm like I said, I still that the debut is like it's like my ideal wheelhouse for like 89 ripping. So
Yeah, that's fair.
nothing could really top it from that they would do going forward.
That's all right, because I like to ask you the tough questions. So if
Of course,
anything's
yeah.
too tough for you, then just tell me. Just tell me, hey, fuck off. All right, brother. What is your next one here? I think we are halfway through. I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, this is
Okay.
my number 5. Here's where I got Europe doing I'll Cry for You
Okay. Yeah.
off of Prisoners. So like Kane Roberts and XYZ, there are so many amazing songs on this album. By far my favorite Europe album that I skip Prisoners in Paradise, I skip I'll Cry for You. I don't skip them, but it's like I forget about them a little bit because I'm like even the off tracks, the Girl from Lebanon's Mind's in the Gutter, you got Talk to Me, All or Nothing, Halfway to Heaven, like dude, it just there's this thing is so amazing, this album. It's like the perfect 91 album. So, but then when I revisited this, it's so good, dude. This song is so good. So anyway, a nice little re-education on this thing.
I agree. Now I'm with you. This album is absolutely amazing. It super impressed me for Europe because I'm not the biggest Europe guy.
Yeah.
But this album was like, holy fuck. I had to put it on my top 50 hair metal albums.
Absolutely.
And like, but to your point, when I thought about this album for this list, I'm like, they're not the best ballads of the year, in my opinion. When you compare, especially when you compare it to the rest of the album, like you said. everything about that album is just melodic heaven, like
Oh yeah,
absolutely amazing. Good guitar work as well throughout the album. I absolutely love that album. But
yeah,
yeah, but to the point of the XYZ type deal, it's like, yeah, I'd rather listen to other shit on this album than this ballad, even though I love
yeah,
ballads. But I don't
yeah.
skip them though either. Like they're good still. But
Right.
man, I'm with you that I like this album and I like this song a lot there too. So
Nice.
good stuff. Good stuff. So all right, my number five here is actually going to be Tough from their debut. Now I don't talk about Tough a whole lot, but this song "Wake Me Up." I know I just fooled a lot of people,
What just happened?
and they thought
Oh
I was gonna put "I Hate Kissing You Goodbye," but
yeah.
"Wake Me Up" is the ballad that I mean, I do like "I Hate Kissing You Goodbye." It's great, but "Wake Me Up," man, that is where I always was, even in 10th grade. I remember sleeping on the bus to that song. I was like, because it's like cold in the wintertime and shit, and I'm just like, oh fuck, just leaning up on the bus window and
Yeah.
shit, like wake me up when we get to school, and that song, I would put that shit on repeat every morning and try to fall asleep to it. Beautiful, beautiful song. I absolutely love it. And now, it's weird because let me ask you this, because over the past years, I would say, past 5 years plus, the more I show people I hate kissing you goodbye, especially the female sex, they kind of find it really they don't really like it. I find more guys like this song than I hate kissing you goodbye than the women do. I don't have
Really?
you seen anything in your experience with that?
No, I assumed that this would be a chick getting song, but
I mean, maybe it's just the chicks I was talking to. I don't know. But either way, I found that very strange and I felt, oh shit, maybe this isn't the right place I should be here right now.
well, I
I
was
don't know.
gonna
Maybe I
say
need to walk away.
if you showed him the video of that
No,
in the
it was the
2000s,
video. It was the
wow,
video.
they're
Now, they
probably
didn't
tripping. They're
they
probably
didn't really
tripping.
have complaints necessarily about the video itself,
Yeah.
but they were just like, it wasn't their favorite ballad. I'll say that
Huh.
much. And,
Interesting. Well,
and
I'm shocked that you didn't. I was gonna throw that one on the list for sure. I hate kissing you goodbye. I'm
okay.
shocked you didn't include it.
Hmm.
Um, but good choice. I love this album, and it was tough for me not to put tough on there. I was
Okay.
thinking, well, if we do a round two, I hate kissing you goodbye. I'd definitely be in there. But dude, killer video for that song. I hate kissing you goodbye. They look great. I'm surprised it didn't actually get more traction, but bummer.
You want to talk about absolute wrong timing? Within a
Yeah,
week or two, Smells Like Teen Spirit came out,
dude.
the
Yeah.
video anyway, I believe, and then like that kicked tough because they were like charting there. There's a couple of weeks that this video came out and stuff. People were loving it and stuff, and
Yeah.
obviously get fucked everyone. Nirvana comes along and just changes the course of history and makes the world a worse place for everyone.
Oh yeah.
So
Totally.
yeah, man. But yeah, Wake Me Up though. I am in the camp of Wake Me Up over I Hate Kissing You Goodbye. So
Cool.
all
Wow,
right,
man,
man.
that's good. That's a good little curveball.
Yes, a nice, real deep cut, I would say, for
Totally.
especially for
Yeah.
that album as well. But
Okay.
yeah, man, give us your number four.
All right. Well, this is the band that is meant for a ballad, and this is Mr. Big. And it
Mm,
isn't the one you're
mhm.
thinking of. This is Just Take My Heart
Yeah.
off of Lean Into It, which I actually prefer this. So this ballad is like this one always stood out when I first heard about Mr. Big. It was, of course, To Be With You. It was on like a compilation or something, and I was like, I mean, I like the song and I've heard it so much I don't need to hear it again. But I was like, I bet this band has some other rippers. And they do, of course. Like Lucky This Time is one of my favorite songs of all time, both by Jeff Paris and sung by Mr. Big. But this ballad, Just Take My Heart, and then Promise Her the Moon on their next album are
Mm,
so good, dude.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, Eric Martin, guy was meant for a ballad, so I had to throw him on there.
That's a good choice. I probably, yeah, I would choose that over To Be With You.
Yeah.
Not that, I mean, I, it just gets played too much, To Be
Yeah,
With You.
totally. Yeah.
And not as bad, but it just feels like their answer to extremes more than words a little bit.
Yeah,
Even the
totally.
music video, it's like, okay, I see a lot of parallels here, guys. But yeah, man, as far as the album goes, I will say I go to the debut and bump ahead more so than lean into it. I don't
Okay.
know if you have anything to counter me with that, but
Well, this is the album that I know the best, to be
okay.
honest. I think I have God, most of their stuff. And I don't know why I never was like really, really into the debut. I like it, but I was never as into the debut as I am to lean into it, which I can pretty much recite
Hmm.
all the way through. Um, and then Bump Ahead, it actually surprised me how like kind of consistent it was too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I remember when I first picked up Bump Ahead, I was like, and I was, and I'm still not the biggest Mr. Big fan, but
Yeah,
the debut kind of changed that for me.
yeah.
But I picked up Bump Ahead first though, and I was
Oh,
like,
cool.
after Lean Into It, and I was like, this is actually it impressed me. I actually liked it better than Lean Into It on first listens. So,
Nice.
but Mr. Big has grown on me, especially now the debut is in my life. I do
Yeah,
like Mr. Big more so now than when I was a teenager, I will say.
yeah. Cool.
All right, good deal. Good choice there too. Thank you for not being to be with you. I appreciate it. All right, so my next one here is going to be from an album that a lot of people, I don't want to say hate, but we're very disappointed in probably, and that's going to be Hooked, with the ballad "Loving Kind" from Great
Mm,
White.
hmm.
That fucking piano, that fucking Jack Russell singing. Oh my God, it's so emotional, so emotional. It's when that song comes on, I'm like, if there's a table here or there's a chair, I might have to sit down because I just have to like encompass my headspace with when that song comes on. I don't know. It's weird because it's not like I would probably put it on a top 50 ballad playlist, but it's not like the first ballad I'll say to someone, "Oh my God, you gotta listen to this." But like whenever it does come on or whenever I play this album, I'm like, "Fuck, I forgot how good this was." Like this, I don't know how this was not a hit.
Hmm.
What was the other one on here? I guess would you say Afterglow is a ballad? But that's a cover though. So
Well, I'm in the camp of like, nah.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off.
With this album.
yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah, I know. Okay.
but I probably shouldn't be. You know, like
You shouldn't be.
they. I know they were like on the top of their game. Like they just came off some hits. They like the album looks like they got like a lot of money was dumped into it and them, and they were still riding high. But it was too much for me on the bluesy side,
Hmm.
you know.
I
And
get
I
that.
don't. I like blues, but I was not expecting that. So I own it. I don't know the album at all. I probably listened to it once and went, nah.
So what I'm going to tell you right now is you need to revisit Loving Kind at least.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Please, please. God, please. Yeah.
Let the wax like teardrops fall.
But but I get it though because I understand why people don't like it. Same reason why people don't like Heartbreak Station either. You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
it's in the same vein. You know, I get it, but I absolutely love that shit. So like, I was totally cool with it. But no, I understand why it is a shift, especially from the first two albums, and then from
Yeah.
the last two albums, Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Yeah.
And I totally get it. But yeah,
Well, I'll tell you what. I love the album cover.
I do too. I do too. What's not to love about the album cover?
Nothing.
Especially the uncensored version here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't play around here. I turn it inside out because that's the censored, I guess, version with her
Boring.
in the
Very
yeah, fuck that. So I had to turn around and be a little parental advisory bullshit sticker out of here.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, man, so Loving Kind, I honestly I think that is I'll go as far as using the term underrated because no one really knows about that song or even talks about that song. So
Yeah.
I had to talk about it today. So
Cool. All
that's
right.
my choice. What's your next one, bro?
Brittany Fox, Over and Out. off of
Oh,
White Down.
over and out. That's actually really surprising me. Okay. All right.
Love this song. Yeah. Look My Way is the other one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Over and Out. I love everything about this song. Again, this is one of my favorite albums of all time and my favorite of their discography. The Long Way to Live version of this song absolutely rules. Tommy Paris sounds better than he does on the record. If that shit is actually live, this whole record all the way through, the guy's got a golden voice. I mean, holy moly. So I had to go with this one. I like Look My Way.
Okay.
I love
That's
this
where
one.
that's where I thought you were going.
Yeah.
I thought about, I don't even, when I listen to this album, which I do a lot,
Yeah.
and all these songs, all of the songs are great on it. I never think about Over and Out is a ballad.
Well,
That's why it kind of surprised me a little bit.
I think it's because it's one of those ballads where the singer sings in full voice over like acoustic guitar. So it's like,
Yeah.
and I know you're not going to like this comparison, but it's like You're All I Need off Girls, 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 where Vince is like way up here, but it's a ballad. And I love that about songs. So that's why I think this song grabbed me, because he's basically like screaming it.
Very good point. I am gonna have to take that mind frame when I listen to Over and Out again, because that's a good point, and you are correct. And now I have to listen to it. Now I'm gonna text you and be like, oh my god, I love Over and Out even more now. So good stuff, good stuff. And so you do prefer Over and Out then over Look My Way?
I do, probably for that reason, but I love
Okay.
Look My Way. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I would
that's
say
cool too.
the only song on this album. Let me look at the track listing, because there's one song on this album that I've always been like, damn
Midnight
it.
Moses.
Yes, that's the one.
My third pick here is going to be Danger Danger, not the one you think about either. It is Coming Home.
Oh, okay.
Fucking love this song, dude. Like, oh god. I still think about you is great. Is a great ballad, and that is the one that should have went as a single, which it did. So that they did a good job. But I just personally love Coming Home a lot more.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, I would skip lunch and go outside and keep the door unlocked. I put a binder in the door, and for some reason I had this song all the time when I was eating lunch, like outside and shit. Like, I don't know, it just takes me back to the senior year, man. Like, it absolutely amazing. I just absolutely love. Ted has a great emotional voice, no matter where he's singing, whether that's Tokyo Motor Fist, Danger Danger, no matter what year we're doing, what kind of song we're doing. Ted has that great ballad voice. And even with Cockroach, the next album after Screw It Here, it's just great songwriting. Or it's great songwriting, great vocals. Dude. Like, I don't know what else to say other than Coming Home is absolutely amazing. Now, if I remember correctly, this album has 3 ballads, right? So I Still Think About You, Coming Home, and Find Your Way Back Home.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say Find Your Way Back Home. It's good, but that is certainly the weakest one.
Which is the one that starts off with that Beatlesy like little instrument? Is that Find Your Way Back Home? Yeah. Coming Home is my favorite ballad on the album as well.
Nice. Okay.
And this CD or this Danger Danger release is my favorite. Cockroach is so close because 7 out of 10, if there's 10 songs, whatever, are 10 out of 10s. Mm-hmm. There's like 3 on Cockroach that I was always like, you're going a little too 90s for me. But Cockroach, dude, Afraid of Love off Cockroach. Oh, dude, that's one of it's in my top 5 ballads of all time.
Okay. Don't Go Breaking My Heart Again, right? Is that another ballad on there?
I think is that on the wait, that's not on the debut, is it? I'm tripping right now.
No. On the debut, it's One Step to from Paradise, and would you consider Looks Like Love a ballad on the debut?
I don't know.
It's in that in between.
Yeah,
like, it's like kind of mid tempo-ish, but slow enough to be a ballad. Yeah, but I absolutely love that song.
Yeah, totally.
I know there's another one I'm not thinking of on the debut.
I know there's got to be,
but But either way, no, it's not out of that. The one I was trying to think of, "Don't Go Breaking My Heart Again." That's on
Yeah.
Cockroach, and God, yeah, I don't want to get a whole Danger Danger discography video going here, but
Oh, dude.
certainly
I'm
though,
down.
Coming Home is where it's at for me on Screw It, and for Danger Danger's ballads, at
Nice.
least up until this point. So,
Yeah.
all right, brother, what is your number two?
All right. This is a super random one, and I think that you're going to trip out that I have it on here. But here is where I have Richie Sambora doing
Okay,
One Light Burning off a Stranger in This Town. And One Light Burning, I'm a sucker for this song because it has that like early 90s like mystical shit going on with like the instrumentation at the beginning. There's like a lot of percussion and like
hmm
it's different. It's almost like an Eagles, like a 90s Eagles, when they regroup, that kind of thing, like a Mexican
okay,
feel to it. So there's like that whole like southern thing that Sambora's got going on this record. And I do really like the record. It it was probably not a wise choice for him financially at that point. Like he could have done like a pop rock or like a rock record and it probably would have been huge.
yeah,
He did this and people were like, "Whoa, like this is a departure." Now, 35 or whatever the hell we are years later, it's like I accept it more as like an album where he was like, I'm not gonna be a Bon Jovi right now. I'm gonna be a bluesy, southerny Richie Sambora.
right.
And to be honest, I like his voice better than John's. So
Mm,
this
okay.
album I know through and through, and this song I've always been super down for, and the video's cool.
Okay, very cool. I am not familiar with that album and or song. And since you did mention Bon Jovi, we do have to end the stream. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, definitely I will check it out because you are highly recommending it. And it like you said, it's a little bit more of a southern draw to it. So
Oh
I'll
yeah,
check. Yeah,
there's really no like melodic rock on this album. There's like maybe
really?
one or
Okay.
two songs you'd be like, well, that could be like a little more country bluesy, Wanted Dead or Alive. Like that's as close as
Okay.
it gets. Now he rocks it up a little bit like a it's not like a Stevie Ray Vaughan blues. It's just
Mm.
like it's rock, but there's like such a blues element to it, and it's
Not
very
even like a Kenny Wayne Shepherd ish.
it is. It's a little
Okay.
bit like
All
yes,
right.
like that.
All
Yep.
right. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. You
Yeah.
you intrigued me enough now. As long as
Yeah.
Bon Jovi isn't on the credits or anything, so
I don't think they were too friendly at this time. But
I don't think anyone is that friendly to Bon Jovi anymore. So,
no. He
but
he
we'll
was on
see
the
though.
Arsenio Hall show for this
Ooh,
record, and he
okay.
did he did a different song. I can't remember what song he did, but then he did "Wanted Dead or Alive," and it was very good. Like the way
Really?
he
Okay.
sings, I just love his voice. So anyway,
All
that's
right.
that.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Very intrigued now. So,
Yes,
all
yes.
right. My number two is going to be from a little band called Bang Tango
Oh,
from their album Dancing on Coals. Now, there's actually a couple that you could choose for the ballad on here, Last Kiss or whatever. But I'm gonna go actually here with Midnight Struck.
okay.
That is, it's a 7 minute ballad to begin with. That's absolutely amazing. Don't really feel like 7 minutes when you listen to it. But I really dig Joe's voice on this song, just in general. But like on this song, very emotional, very slow, very kind of methodical too. Like production's pretty good. Now, yes, we do always argue about this is Bang Tango's second album, and it feels like it's their fourth. Like they jumped from their
Mm.
debut to their fourth album in maturity and sound
Yeah,
and production and everything.
yeah.
But man, I love this album. And Midnight Struck is one of the reasons why I like this album so much. I honestly probably like Last Kiss better, but that Midnight Struck is more of that ballad though. More of the ballad feel, I would say, if I had to choose. But man, I don't know what else to say really about this song. It's just really good. Just your classic Bang Tango stuff. Minus the real funky shit from the debut. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, it's their try at a true ballad because I I don't consider Breaking Up a Heart of Stone a ballad. I know people love the song and consider it a ballad, but I just never did. As far as consider it a ballad.
That on the first album?
Yes.
Yeah. So, damn, it has been so long since I've listened to this record. And this is actually the one I got first because I couldn't find is the first one Psycho Cafe?
Yes.
So yeah, so I couldn't find that one for years. It was like out of print and all that stuff. So I finally found it used or something, but this one was more readily available, which is odd. And I was always like, and then so when I got Psycho Cafe, I was like, oh, this is a little bit more up my alley, but a little bit still like alternative and like cultish, you know what I mean? So
Cultish, yeah, gothic kind of
yes,
feel a little
yes,
bit. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So this is definitely one I'll have to give another shot to.
All right, yeah. I would the only thing I would push back on is not I wouldn't use the word alternative at all with this
Mhm.
album. But like you said, cult style, dark vampire, kind of in the
Yeah,
same vein as LA Guns as Hollywood Vampires.
totally.
Very much in the same vein as that. Uh, but yeah, still no alternative stuff really like creeping in yet, I would say.
Okay,
Because you still got
got it.
great ballads and like just great guitar work and like Joe still sounds great and everything like that. But yeah, I would recommend checking out the album again if you haven't
Okay.
for a while. So, but yeah, Midnight Struck, that is the ballad I'm choosing off of Dancing on Coals. So,
All
but
right.
man, I know you probably ranked these. So, what is your absolute number one then?
Yeah, this is probably not my number one, and this is where this is not a band you'd think that is going to deliver a ballad, but it is. Shotgun Messiah,
Mm.
"Living Without You" off of Second Coming, dude. The the "If There's a Tear in My Eye" part of this song when he belts that out, oh, dude.
What good is all your beauty? There's nothing behind it.
And then the background vocals kick in.
Hmm.
I mean, when Tim took over lead vocals for the second album, you're like, oh, how's this gonna go? Like no Zinny, like okay, give it a shot. And there's definitely an element missing, but I much prefer this album from their debut. So, dude, I could go on and on about like the killer shit on this album, but this song in particular, I was like, you done it right, boys. Like it's just enough of everything to make it like it's not wimpy, it's nothing, but like you do say if there's a tear in my eye, and I'm saying it's not wimpy, but I don't know how, but it isn't. It's just great. So I love this ballad.
I agree. I absolutely love the part right before the solo comes in. Fucking
Oh yeah. I know. He
yeah,
kind of trails off.
Harry Cody does the like little and then it goes into the solo or whatever. It's just a perfect like little quick build up to the solo.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But yeah, no, this is like when someone says anti-ballad, this is like the first song I think of as far as like anti-ballad.
Yeah.
Greatness. It was on my list, but I did not want to do have crossing bands. I wanted to have different bands for our list. So I would be right there with it. It would be if I did have to rank them, that probably would be higher up in the list here. But I do not blame you having that for number one. To your point of Zinni and Tim, I think I do prefer the debut,
Hmm.
but Tim does do some singing, a lot of backing vocals that are
Yeah.
very sonically relevant or like
Yeah.
upfront. So like you kind of was like, oh, Tim, I guess does have a voice. So you kind of knew what you were somewhat getting it when you heard about the news and for shock or for Second Coming.
Yeah.
Let me ask this because I was trying to think of this earlier. Is this the only ballad from Shaka Messiah? I'm trying to think if there's any on Violent New Breed. I don't think there is.
I don't know anything past this album. And
Okay.
so like, yeah, and I was looking at this album too going, was the song free? No. And I was like kind of like
Yeah.
it's got a really cool chorus. It's a little lighter, but it's not a ballad. So I think it might be.
Yeah. I think it honestly is because I don't there ain't nothing on the debut that I would consider a ballad. And I would have to listen to Violent New Breed again. I like that album, but I cannot tell you every single nuance about every track. So yeah, and then obviously that's all they did. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, good choice, man. Very good anti-ballad number for our ballad playlist. Number one is anti-ballad. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So good. All right, so I guess my number one, but not technically my number one, I guess, but it's amazing though. Is Alice Cooper loves the loaded gun off of Hey Stupid.
Hmm.
This is easily Alice Cooper's best ballad in his whole million record catalog. And
Yeah.
I I don't know because I totally forgot about this. Baton Rouge, Kelly Killing actually redid the song and is on
Mm.
their 1997 release, like demo type release,
Oh,
whatever the
okay.
album was. But I totally forgot about that. I need to go back and listen to that again. But I do remember when I did listen to that, I did prefer Alice Cooper's version. But as we know, Baton Rouge did do backing vocals on Hey Stupid.
Mm.
You probably are hearing a little bit of Kelly and the boys on this song to begin with,
Oh,
Alice
okay.
Cooper's version. So yeah, Al- Alice actually sings on this song, and it works. It fucking works. I don't. You could shove. What's the one off Trash?
Oh, yeah.
Now my heart's only talking or something. Uh, damn it.
Yeah. What is that one? Yeah, something like that. But that's my go-to
Is it okay? Yeah.
Cooper album, actually.
I'm sorry, Robbie. You can show that up. Yes, that's. I mean,
Is
it's
that
it's fine.
it's not my heart talking or something like that?
Yes, yes. It's fine. Like when it's on, it's on. It's cool. But like if I gotta choose Brian or Ryan, it's absolutely not even close. This is getting played 100 times out of 100 times. And
It's
it's
funny because there's like big Alice fans out there, like Metal Mike, hates Trash, loves this album,
yeah.
loves that loaded gun,
Mhm.
loves that song. Um, I don't, I think I like Constrictor a lot, and I like
Ooh,
Trash.
okay.
Hey Stupid, I'm getting more into upon all of your guys' recommendations. So I did start like a couple months back with that song. And I was
Okay.
like, okay, that is pretty damn catchy.
Very. Yeah, that chorus, man, is amazing. It is a good just songwriting. Like the lyrics are really good, like way above what you would expect from Alice Cooper. Like
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants to say only women bleed and like shit like that. Like, it's okay, it's fine, but like, don't even come near me with that. This has its own force field, please. So yeah, it's like a super dome here for me anyway. But man, it had a music video, uh, really good stuff, and it's not. I guess I do kind of. I don't want to say hate Trash, but it just sounds like Michael Jackson's Bad, where it doesn't feel like a complete album. It just sounds like good songs just put together. It doesn't feel
Hmm,
complete, like
interesting. Yeah.
because like I mean Michael Jackson Bad, like there's all down the line great songs, but you could tell it was just kind of like pieced together somewhat. Like, oh, that's a hit, that's a single, that's a single. That it just doesn't feel like an album.
Hmm.
Certainly not
Yeah.
like this does, I would say.
Yeah.
And I kind
Yeah.
of feel like that with Trash. So
Interesting.
yes, very. And I yeah. All right, so that is I think our top 10 power ballads possibly. Certainly Ryan ranked. He did the extra credit and actually ranked them. I can't do that. I'm not good enough yet for that. So, but my man, I loved your list. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
Can you
Feelings mutual.
yeah, can you please tell everyone where they can find you?
Sure. Yeah. Instagram RVK1981 and X is La Selva Nights. And I'm always on the Hair Metal Guru channel, and I love being on this channel as well. So I very much appreciate it. And this was a very cool list. And again, I'm coming away with some homework.
Yeah, that's always good to hear because and that's me too actually because like the Lou Graham stuff and
Yeah.
I need to revisit some stuff that you had and that's
Totally.
the beauty of doing like these kind of lists too because like I was literally I know tonight I'm gonna be like how'd I forget these 10 on top of these other 10 here for 1991 it's just like
Yeah.
crazy
Oh, I
so
know.
so I'm sure we'll be doing multiple videos here of this
Yeah.
year and also the ballads so and you're the perfect ballad guy so there you
Yeah. I
go.
love it. Yeah. No problem there.
Good deal, brother. So, guys, let us know in the comments what your favorite ballads of 1991 are. I mean, pretty much in the hair metal sense, but I did cheat a little bit and put Temple of a Dog. So yeah, you guys can cheat a little bit too. That's all right. But anyway, guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. That's Ryan from Metalcast. I'm Krash. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out the Hair Metal Casino right here.
Yeah, I wrote that. It's called I Want to Rock Your Body. And then in parentheses it says to the break of dawn.